F1 record holders as Verstappen tops 4 tables and Hamilton given retirement hope. Max Verstappen has glory in his sights once again in 2022 after securing his very first World Championship aged 24 last December, as he pipped rival Lewis Hamilton to the crown in one of the most dramatic finishes in the sport's history. To many Formula One fans, it was a case of when Verstappen would become world champion rather than if, after starting out in the sport as a fresh-faced 17-year-old 7 years ago. Even back in his teenage years, the Dutchman was no doubt one of the sport's most talented racers, and the F1 record books seemingly back this up. Verstappen is the holder of 4 F1 records that all came thanks to his incredible talents as a youngster. When it comes to racing, it seems age is just a number for the world champion, after being recognized as the sport's youngest participant and the youngest to pick up points, which came when he was just 17. His impressive records as a teenager do not stop there though, as a year later at 18, the Dutchman became the youngest racer in the sport's history to find his way onto the podium, and secure a win which came at the Spanish Grand Prix in 2018. Two of the youngest records Verstappen does not hold though, is the youngest to grab a pole position and the youngest to be crowned world champion, which goes the way of F1 legend Sebastian Vettel. Vettel picked up his first ever podium in the sport when he was 21, before securing his first ever world championship just 2 years later at 23 after being crowned 2010 world champion. At the other end of the spectrum, the oldest man to ever come away with the Formula One title is 5-time world champ Juan Manuel Fangio, who remarkably collected his final crown at 46 years old back in 1957. Fangio's impressive achievement does in fact give Verstappen's rival Hamilton plenty of hope, as he looks to become the most decorated champion in the sport's history. The Englishman is currently tied with racing great Michael Schumacher on 7 world titles, and knows one more would see him go outright as the sport's most successful champion. Of course, Hamilton came agonizingly close to clinching that prize in Abu Dhabi last term, before being contentiously beaten by Verstappen on the very last lap of the season. Following the dramatic finish, Hamilton was visibly heartbroken, and in the aftermath an 8-week radio silence would follow. This, along with comments from his Mercedes boss Toto Wolff revealing the Englishman was disillusioned with the sport, led many to believe the 7-time world champion was ready to call time on his racing career, and his chances of winning an 8th title. After 8 silent weeks, the Englishman finally broke his hibernation with a post of himself on Instagram along with the caption, "I've been gone. Now I'm back." This post was followed by a reported return to Mercedes HQ, as he went to check out his new car for the 2022 season, leading many to believe Hamilton will in fact be back behind the wheel for the upcoming season. In spite of the rumors, it seems the Englishman will be back competing in 2022 as he hunts down an all-important 8th title, and if the feat of Fangio is anything to go by, there is still plenty of hope for the Mercedes man.